think that's good. Okay, you're live. We'll say that I'm live and not live. I could probably refresh you. Yeah, we're live. Cool. Do that. Cool. All right. Twitch is the funny one though. I don't know. It's goofy. That's fine. Okay. I think we're all good though. There. Anyways. This is where I got last time. Everything's smooth and good. I'm using Vulkan now, which is cool. I did also throw this up on GitHub. It's there now. I don't know. So it's there. I did GPO v3 because I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But then yeah, I found LGPL for license because I'm working on this library that I'm using in this project, and I want people to be able to use that. LGPL sounds cool, but yeah, like I don't know what this means exactly, and I want people to be able to use it. So I don't know. Most people seem to use some permissive license, but I honestly don't know. But I got it on GitHub now, so that's nice. And today I was going to work on sorting the chunks. Here. So this is what I've been doing. Okay. I've got the chunks all spirally so I can generate them. But then I want to sort them so that it starts with 0 being where I am and then like Manhattan distance out, I guess. I should just like start a full screen. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. Because I am kind of, I have it set up so that it just assumes that the first chunk is always chunk 0 instead of like sending in the chunk index. And then I just do like a swap on my chunks on the CPU. Pass them in. Yeah, so I'm like getting them all messed up. So I did that so that I could then see what I'm doing. Oh, there we are. I guess I'll just get into it. I don't know all the things I wanted to say. Whatever. That's redundant. Funny. Right, so I'm sorting, I'm swapping out the chunks. down here. I got that. That's for modifying. Oh, hey. Um, for anyone who would be curious as to how I plan to use sign distance fields in the voxel thing, this is an example. So I haven't exactly figured it out. This is just kind of one of the attempts at. So I was thinking of, because SDFs take a while to modify, because you'll have to like change as far as you can get for the distance or whatever, sign distance field. You'll have to modify as far as the largest distance value can be. But instead I was thinking I could just modify whatever's changing and then over time fix it using like a cellular automata thing. But this one's really laggy, so I have it like every several for a couple seconds. See it all frames. And I also don't think it's actually quite correct. Maybe it is. I don't know. But that's what that is. That's good. It was just an attempt. But here is where I do I kind of just swap them out. Oh, but what I need to do is, so I was gonna get the order from here, sorry, from the actual ray marching steps. Which means that I have to work with atomics, which I did start looking at a little bit. Not here. I gotta fix that. It's the wrong corner. Oh, I know why I did it there. It doesn't work. I don't know. Here. Yeah, this guy. I was looking at these guys a little bit. Okay, so I need to, whenever I go into a new chunk, there will be like hundreds of rays stepping into that chunk. But I need to have like a list of, I need a buffer of some sort. A buffer that the GPU can write to. Okay. I want to look at you real quick. Okay. Yeah. So what do I need for if the GPU is going to modify the data? I think it's probably just fine. I think right, if I look at the shader, yeah, it has an in and an out, and then it modifies the out. What am I looking for? Wait, buffer. Yeah. Um, yeah, it might just be fine. I could just ignore the problem, and then if it's a problem, I'll find out later. Let's look at you then. And then so I want to add the extra data into one of these things. Hmm. Okay, so I'll need a way to figure out if the chunk has been moved yet. Has been looked at yet. And I'll also need, so I'll need a list of, what I want is an array um, of indices. Like of those guys? Yeah. So an array of like the chunk IDs, which would be the index of over here. So it's like I have the two different ones of the chunks and then the chunk data, which is this stuff. So I want the array of how it should be laid out next frame, while also requesting new chunks. I guess I should also make sure I have some sort of I mean it fades to black. What's the word? Like a render distance? Like it's black over there, but I think it's still rendering. You can see the pink. Oh, that's why it looks weird. Because the pink is still showing even though the walls are just not. Um, so I have a max iteration count. Cool, but I also need a max distance in the, yeah, okay, so the it turning black has to do with the values over here. Let's say, oh, so I'm wanting the distance for when color is 0. So I just flip it around, I guess. So 0.5 times 2. Oh, okay, that would make sense. So 100. Uh, if geom or tst is greater than 100. That might work. Ooh. Oh, isn't that interesting? Oh, because it's the chunk that it ends in, and it ends in that chunk. That is funny. But yeah, so I have a render distance now. It's funny. I'll I might just leave that. Yeah, I'll just leave that. Okay. Um okay. Well, I have a render distance, so it won't go on for infinity, but so I want something to be able to request new chunks. Some way to request new chunks. Gosh, this is a lot of thinking. Um okay, I'm just naively going to just create another thing because I have to see it before I can figure out how I can integrate. This is going to be next. Next data. It will be a slice of ints. Slice. Funny, I'm slices now. And that's what it is, I guess. Ints collect indices. I think that's how you spell it. I don't know. Uh, indices. S with an I. Indices. I don't know. Um, just finding three. Okay, so it's a list of ints, but so it could be request new chunks. I think I want to sort them by their Manhattan distance. That's what I was saying before. But okay, so yeah, I don't think I'll request for new chunks initially. I'll just sort them by when I come across them and their Manhattan distance. Or just when I come across them. Thing is that's kind of random, but I guess the important thing is that chunks that aren't currently being rendered will not, they'll just end up later in the list. Um, Read only. Well, that's like I'm trying to mimic what voxel did in his video of like chunk caching or whatever he called it. Um, I remember looking at that a while ago and being like, I don't even know how this is supposed to function. Um, He tried looking. He shared a like a paper in the description of his video. I looked at that, uh, and I mean, I'm dyslexic, so I don't know what you expect me to do there. Okay, but I'm trying to mimic that, and I think I have an idea of how that could work. Um, okay. I'm gonna not think about sorting by the Manhattan distance, and I'll worry about asking for chunks later, because that's a little, I don't know what that should look like. But I can figure out what I need to do here first, and that would also get me uh, familiar with atomic variables. Um, oh, but I also need to say when a chunk is found, and I can probably put it in here. Um, okay. So when I move into a new chunk, how do I do that? I think I do that down here. I think that's this whole thing. This is when push, yes, chunk ID is changed here. Let's do old chunk ID. What is chunk ID? UN. UN. Old chunk ID equals. I'm not gonna plot that. Old ID equals chunk ID. Then at the end here, if old ID is not equal to chunk ID, and what I was seeing way out over here. When I was trying to see how it works. Yeah. 0. So I gotta check if it's open, but also if this chunk hasn't already been modified though. Um, um, Apparently this doesn't work though. And I don't entirely understand. People's answers weren't helpful for what was going on. Um, what is this? I don't even know what that means. PUP by the spec. I thought it said what it needed to be said. That's so helpful. You could like um, reiterate what it means in different words, maybe. Um, QB by the spec. Uniform buffer? I don't know. By the spec. I don't know what that means. Um, Whatever. I'm just gonna go with this, and then if I find problems, I'll figure it out. Maybe lock available. Just copy that. Actually, wait. I saw it done differently. Let's just see. do while. Okay, so look available. It's not image stuff. And maybe that will change. Okay, that coloring was nice. Plus me. Yeah. Okay, so just the mem comparing data. Mem. I don't know what that even means. I'm like looking for people using it, but I guess I'm gonna be just guessing at stuff a bunch. Vulcan. Doesn't even need to be just want to see a small example of someone using it. Ah. Index. Yeah, okay, so that works. Just getting the data. There's no ampersand or anything. Add one. Cool. So here instead of pause, I want to see indices something. Throw something in there. And then it swaps it. That's just creating a lock. It's cool. So it's fun. To use 0. Now what I want is not this old ID. Oh no, what I want is with, okay, so with a new buffer, this always, the open thing always has to be the last thing, but I can throw in, these are cool, you know. I think int, yeah, lock. Let's do it this way. So length. Yeah, okay. That should be good. And then over here, instead of doing it this way, I'll put if you're not equal to 0, and I'll put I'm like waiting for the thing to show up. What am I doing? I need to compare, so what I'm comparing it with. Oh. Ah. Okay. Now I'm wishing I had like the opposite of this. Um, but I guess that's fine. I'll just have to have a lock and a length is two different things, I think. Lock. Oh, that is colored differently. I don't know if that'll be a problem because it's already a thing, but I don't know. Lock available, so I want a lock. I'll just do it that way. And lock. And then I do indices. Oh, yeah, okay. Because I don't do next static dot. Let's do let's pop that. Cool. Down here. Bolt ID. Um, let's go into chunk stuff. Bool set. It's fine. Export ID. Chunks. Bold ID. Dot set equals true. Um, ah, okay. I'm like, is there a world where um, we get two indices in a row that have the same ID? That's the question. Console. Okay. Um, do if block available equals 0, go you out. If chunks node a d dot set break, I think. I think. I don't know. How much thinking do I need to do? Because before this, we'll add. Oh, and I'm not. Okay. Uh, indices then plus equals 1. Do I have to do atomic add there? Oh, do I have to do atomic things on all of these things? Maybe. I'll just go with yes, even though I actually don't. I mean, because of the lock, I know for a fact that it's not, but we also needed to do this, which has that same thing going on there, so uh, atomic add. Oh. Let's just do it that way, and then, yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. I do also need to over here. I need to get rid of that for that to work. Chunks. Indices. My thought though is that I'll have as many indices as I'll have chunks. And the indices I want to have. I want it to be like pre-filled with data. Um, Something like this. And then like this. I think there will be as many indices as chunks. This is funny though, setting it up this way. Um, these index here doesn't necessarily correspond with the rest of this data. But so my thought is that this will be preset to, yeah, correspond to which index it is through here. So it'll be like straight through 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Corresponding to like the value in there. And then later, as I go along, I'll like swap them out. So here is not quite right. Indices, I've changed these up a little. So I'm doing that. I could maybe just do that. Should be fine. Just plug let's go chunks indices. Now I want to get the old value out of there. I think atomic exchange will give me the old value. Hold up, no, what I want is I should like draw it, maybe. Do I have my paint? I don't have a drawing tablet here though. So I mean, I don't know. Oh gosh, I wish I had a drawing tablet. Okay, that's I don't know. So it's like this array of them. Oh gosh. Ah. I'm gonna just 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. Then I want to swap. So I discover 3 first. Then I swap 0 and 3. Old ID. What does old ID correspond to here? ID. Well, it's chunk ID. And chunk ID is just the no, I think I want ID might actually be what I want. Do I modify that? I mean, I was only really using it for debugger, for drawing it. Okay, so I need to get chunks. But I need to know where it is. Don't I? Where? I don't know. I need to know where. It's fine. I don't know. This is hard. I was looking at this int index. Um, that's not what I was looking at. This is what I was looking at. Well, I just make you in. It's not an important detail in any case, but because the ID here doesn't correspond to the index of what I want to swap with. Oh, or am I just swapping with the last one? Uh, what am I swapping with? Because I need to put this ID somewhere. Oh, I'm swapping with old ID. Because I'm putting. Okay. Um, old and. What are you? You're an int, aren't you? I believe you are. Uint, never mind. Uint, old ID, and then, yeah, okay. Because this is where I'm getting it from, so then I need to put something else there. So the old int x. I think that's good. Yeah. Oh, I keep treating this like it's Odin. I did them good over here. Um, so I think that works. Take the index from here and I shove it into there. I look up atomic exchange just to be sure. The original contents of mem are returned. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that should be good. That's good. Um, does this make sense though? If I then, oh no, but I'll never, because I have it set to set. So yeah, that should be fine. Oh, but then yeah, so then the question is, what if I visit this current one? Like if set on this one is currently false. So okay, I need a different, let's do index and let's do it as I was doing it. Like that, but instead we're putting it into index and old ID is index. And then that should work. Should work. Does it? What if indices is later what old ID was? Indices index. But what's in there? Oh, it's moved. It is moved. So it's not lost when I do that. When I pull out of there, but old ID won't be visited again. Won't be pulled from, that is. So it doesn't get the ID. So I think that works. I think that's good. A bunch of thinking. Um, I think that does what I wanted to do. Um, okay, well, now that, yeah, okay. No matching overload function found. 168. Uh, floats. Index. No, you are supposed to be uint since the other guy's UN. No matching overloaded function found. What does that even mean? You are because this value is a UN being put into a UN, and I get out a UN, have a UN put into a UN. Okay, what is this? This is 170. Oh, is set? What is set? It's a bool. Do we not have that for pools? Just do that. One. Or true. I think that works. Funny. Did it break? Well, so definitely did break. What's up now? Um, we're live. I think it's back. You gotta stop doing that. I knew that I wasn't properly handling it at all. Like, at all. But I thought it would be fine. But it broke my live stream, and I'm so sad. Okay, let's, I couldn't even move my mouse for a bit there, because... No, not you. What's going on here? Can I... There we are. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But it doesn't matter because I know a lot of the things that's going on here. I wanted to explore what happened though. That was just not go into the walls. Okay. I really just wanted to see what would happen. Unstable. That's fine. I think we're good. Whatever. We're live. Pretty sure. Twitch, of course. Oh, I actually see it this time. Whack. Whatever. Okay, so okay, so I I know that I'm not handling stuff. I'm not going to clear it again, actually. I could look at that if I want to. But so the things that I know that I'm not handling is the fact that I just resized that, but I'm not handling that at all. several things. I really just wanted to see like bugged out whatever. It's always kind of crazy when you're looking at like uninitialized data and things look cool all of a sudden. So that was just a hallway. I don't know why it was making a hallway, but that's fine. So I need to change. First off, I don't know how. Hmm. Because I have some of this data outside of it. I don't think I have to, whatever, but there are two integers. So over here, I would just go plus as of u32 times 2. Just do it like that. Then when I update it, I also have to, I think it's over here, set an index. Uh, set. Can I do that? I think it's just an int. I think index is u32. Just to be more certain, whatever. So that's fine. And those can all just remain 0. I never have to acknowledge these ever. It'll just be in here. And that's fine. And update. Ooh. So lock in indices. When old index is value less than indices. Is a smaller value than indices. These indices won't come back there. Old ID. Is this the right thing to be doing? We get old ID. I don't think this is the right way to do it. It's so hard to figure out. Well, let's make it, I'll compile first and give me bad stuff. So these guys, though, I want to be zeroed out. Yeah, the value needs to be 0 for lock. Yeah, I want them to be zeroed out. Um, yeah, over here, when I do offset update buffer, okay, maybe I do need you update buffer map memory. This bugger. Yeah, offset. Well, I want to zero them out though. So how do I do that? Can I do that? This is a dynamic, isn't it? Um, ooh, I kind of just made it a dynamic so that I don't have to think about it. But it's basically static since I can't change its size after it was created. Um, Because I make the buffer up here. Pointer. I don't think I can do that. I'll have to do sort of. I don't know. You are 2 ints. Ints? It doesn't matter. I think 0 is the same regardless. Oh, but let me specify. Um, so I do that, and then where chunk. Oh, did I already do that? Cool. Let's then get offset. Yeah, so offset. I'll have to add that for all of them. Oh, can I put, no, I'll do this. Equals 0. Yeah, okay. Um, for here, here, I'll do data for zeros. I think that works. No, I'll do it this way, just because. Size of that should just be fine. I don't have to do the same times 2, whatever, because it's a static array or whatever. And then offset over here, comma, size of 0 zeros. That should be fine. Mildly scared. Messes up my live streams. If it's wrong, think it's good. Nope. I saw the same hallway. I think I'm handling it though. Am I not? Nothing broke. It didn't like explode like it was a moment ago. Um, I actually think that's good though. Oh, you know one. Oh no, I can't do that. I was like, I could just put a couple zeroed out variables just before it, um, but it's on the heap, whatever. It didn't explode though. Uh, I'm scared to mess too much with it, but it looks good? Question mark? Set index. I mean, I'm not modifying. Oh, how funny. Oh, how funny. That's a wall. Okay. Okay. Kinda mad. This is a wall. Okay. Yeah, this is what I was wanting to look at before. I have no idea why this is happening. Wait. I am in. This is okay. Okay. Yeah, I see. That's funny though. Yeah, it's only rendering the middle chunk. It's goofy. So I'm walking around in the room from before. It's like where I'm meeting the walls is all familiar. Like over here, there's a little like, so here's the outside wall, and here's this wall, and then there's like two blocks, two chunks here, and then there's that. It's the same thing I was seeing before. So it's not breaking now, it's not like exploding like it was before, but this is weird. So there's something going on. I kind of broke something somehow. You don't matter, dying. But all the chunks are the same. Oh, Odin's crashing. Fun. Cool. And it's all the same. Okay, hold up. This is, it's all like smooth. But yeah, this is saying that it's always chunks through. Chunk ID. I've not broken ID today. There's a couple things that are going on there that's just kind of weird. One is ID. That should be the same. I mean, the layout here. Set index. It's 430, so I don't know. SCD 430, the buffer layout stuff. Vox ID set index. And then these guys stay 0. I never pull any of the data out. So far I haven't. Which would mean that I sold zeroed. Not there. Rolling it down to here. When I just init. Oh no, it is over here. Down here. Um, oh, I don't even know how long I've been streaming for. Um, Chunk size. I don't know why it's doing that. Neighbors. If that's the thing though, everything else should be the same. Size of zeros. Let's do that, and then those guys. don't break. Huh. Not only did it not break, but it's perfectly fine. Am I misunderstanding how the... Okay, so the other data is fine. Um, I wish there was a way to do it that was like safe. Oh, actually, what I want to do... What's the makefile look like? Can I just do... Hmm. I think you can technically do March. I would have to do all that. Um, oh, and it makes an a.svg, whatever. I just want to do that to test that. Yeah. That was exactly what I was thinking. It has to be the last one, but am I misunderstanding something? Oh, I mean, if they were all like zeroed out? There's a bunch of really weird behavior there. So it's a hallway. Basically, what I'm seeing is that from the first chunk, and so that is fine. Of course, it's gotta be fine. I haven't messed with that at all. But to one side, the neighbors say it's 0. To the other side, it's also 0. But then to these two sides, it's -1. I believe. That? Oh, no, that's what I expected. It looked weird for a moment. Okay. Also apparently below me is 0. Above me is perfectly fine. 0. How goofy. Um, but then, yeah, there's a bunch of weird behavior. So I'm in index 0. I don't know what... I mean, I could throw these up here. Let's do that. I think I can modify these as well. Let's go with that. So here, let's do that, that. In uniforms. Oh, but I don't know how padding. Ugh. It's always fun. It's an I-32, two I-32s. Okay, what is this? 4, 4, 4, 4. So I think I can just take the 2. Do like this. Something like that. I think that works. Maybe like that. Save for this. I could rearrange them to shove them where the pads are, which would be funny. But let's not do that though. I think that should be fine. But then down here, I'm not doing it right now. So everything's perfectly fine right now. Now let's pull these guys back. Black. Oh, yeah. And the other thing was indices. Should be good. Closed ID up here. Sign. Can't modify a uniform. Shared variables. Well, I mean, in Vulkan, apparently you can't do that. When I was looking at that earlier. Let's go back over here and undo this. Um, it's so weird. It's like That is definitely something I need to do. Set. Um, there's been a bunch of things. Ah. Uh, oh, well, that's funny. I want to go to the wall, but it's running away from me. Oh, run a wall. Oh, I keep going back and forth. Weird. I'm inside of everything. Alright. I did something. Hmm. What kind of flags are there? That's so fun. Um, I mean, I was mentioning. There are two of them. SGT 430. Oh, yo, okay. My foolishness again. Never ceases to amaze. Now, don't break, don't break, don't break. Bah. Unstable. Every time the live stream breaks, PeerTube makes a separate video. Um, why? Everything else seems fine then. You're going, aren't you? Okay. I don't even know what happened that time. I was excited. I thought it was gonna work. What happened? Oh. Mm. Okay. Well, what's the validation error say? Defense. Oh. Attempt to reset. Oh, hold up. That actually makes me think that I'm somehow not using the sync stuff properly. I don't know where I would see. Oh, that's annoying me. It's fine. Uh, I do fences, wait for fence. This is a thing that if the fence is in use, so you'd expect it to be stuck here before you get down here. Um, what is this? Yeah, reset fences. So I'm calling a reset fence on a fence that I wonder if there's like some sort of timeout thing. Because that's definitely what happens. Um, I imagine what happened is that I got stuck on some atomic operation that, I mean, over here, where is it? These guys, they say that it doesn't work. Or what was it that resulted in an app crash? Don't know what that means. What's this say? Um, okay, this is a page. Um, okay. It might just stop some thread from executing. Okay, I don't. Ordering is an atomic operation. Like the whole point is it's the whole point of it. I mean, like we're not exactly caring about. We're just like whichever one gets there first. Not caring about the order of it. Or, I don't. Okay. When it comes up, we compare it with 0 and set it to 1. Lock available is 0. Set lock to 0. Oh, that's also a thing. Ugh. Because the last one kind of broke things. This, this is so annoying. Suppose I wouldn't be too fussed if PeerTube didn't um, like break every time the stream broke. Um, but this would definitely be a thing. Since lock available starts out as 0 or undefined, what do you return if you are okay? This bugger. Contents of mem. If the contents is equal to compare, then the content of data is written into mem, otherwise unmodified. Returns the original content of mem regardless of the outcome. No, that makes sense then. So yeah, if it's not available, then it sets it to, it returns 1. So that's fine. Like the logic seems sound. Lock is not equal to 0. Well, what is it saying? Um, oh, I think he changed it. It's not equal to 0. Yeah. So he probably had it checking for if it was equal to 0. Uh, so I mean, the question is, what do I do then? What's the answer? I don't. This is precisely why this exists. What is this? There's a lot of words. Uh, um, cool. That's a lot of words. slowly ordering of the execution. Um, it only exists here. I don't exactly understand what is meant by ordering here. Will eventually make forward progress. So is it being said that some threads just might be stopped? But then how do I do this? Okay, well, I wonder if there's a way to not do a lock. Because I need to. Oh! No, I'm just trying to add to. Is that though? There's a. I'm pretty sure this is. The logic is still flawed, anyways, but I need to. I don't want every thread adding to like doing an atomic add. So, oh, I can do this. Atomic exchange. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, so yeah, no, it makes sense. Okay, set equals new r int, I think. Okay. And if set equals 0. And again, this is not open. But yeah, that's perfect. Okay, yeah. That should just work. Cool. I mean, it all works out the same anyways. It's fine. So I get out the value and if it equals 0, I do this. That makes sense. All right. That works for this, but I was thinking about maybe getting the GPU to do all this sorting. Maybe. And does it work for this? Doing like a swap here. Let me do that. So you I mean, that should work. Let's just hope this doesn't crash. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're good. Doing atomic operations and it's fine. Okay, so yeah, that spin lock thing does not work. Someone needs to make like a something that just goes through and explains the how to do atomic stuff. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I can make it work. I can get something that works for now. So I want to pull out just the indices, don't I? Just this bugger. Um, is all cool and all. Um, buffer. It's woven in is the thing. Um, how do I unweave? Maybe I shouldn't even do it this way. Mm, to be up here. So instead of doing it this way, okay, layout. That was what I was doing earlier, and it's uint index. I can pull all of these things over like that. Um, Is there a way for me to unread? I don't like how, you know, how these ones will be of the same size. They should be of the same size. So but is there a way to unweave without, like, I want to just ignore the rest of this? Okay, how do I get it out in the first place? Probably. Like here, I do map memory, and then I just copy in the reverse direction. The size. Like that, and then yeah, just literally the same thing. Yeah. Seven straight. Is int. Okay. Let's go. Is the size of an element. But I would do stride times count. So can I do stride? Does that work? Probably doesn't. What I could do, I might. It'll tell me if it doesn't work. It probably does not work. But yeah, I could do if size is 0, then set it equal to stride. No, I want count stride actually times count. So that's what I want. And then I would go for I in count. Destination. What is a pointer? It's a raw pointer, isn't it? Yeah, it's a raw pointer. So I could cast you. All right. Yeah. Um. So it's I times stride, which I assume is in bytes. I realize I don't actually know. I don't know what device size means. It's probably safe to assume it's in bytes. Um, so data, it's a raw pointer. I think I just go I times size. I need to cast it back. Let me just go. That data. I think that works. Then I cast it back to at. Actually, does that work? Just doing at? You know what? Let me just do. Okay. Cannot be another parameter. That was what I was wondering. 0 if size equals 0 to size equals stride. That should be good. Okay. I'm just gonna go with that. Because this will work, I'm pretty sure. 0 is cool. I could separate it, but I'm lazy. I don't feel like it. So FL type get from get vec from buffer I hit that twice. Okay, so that's cool and all. So the data I want is a slice of indices. Indices. You are a slice. Make a slice of I probably don't want to be making that every frame. Okay, so let's make keep doing that. You are a slice. What are you? You are S32? From here, U32 to, and then make indices. Let's make size of U32 with size of the length of how many chunks are there? Let's do this. See. That's strange. That's fine. And then, so you are a pointer to indices. That should work. And do size of. This time we're doing stride. Is count and stride. So I flip these around. So how many of those are? I don't know that. It's the size of chunk type. Yeah. I think all this works. Then I would do size of U32. I think that works. Oh, okay. So there we are. Do I want to print that every frame? Probably not. Do I have a time? Runtime? Let's do down at the bottom here. If runtime mod. I don't know what it's in. Equals 0. Frame line. Integers. U. RNF32. So I could cast it to int, which would also work. Actually, I'll just do that. Okay. Let me just do. Still a lot. It doesn't seem that fast, but it doesn't feel like it's changing speed all that much. Oh, you know what? What if I did that? Okay. Oh, Odin crashed. You know what? That's fine. These values, that seems fine. That does not seem fine. What are those? Oh, right. It's not going to be precisely. Okay, let's try. Int times 10. Mod. That's perfect. Oh, Okay. Three. One. There's zero in there. Four. Should be five. Oh, I mean, it might just be junk after this certain point. And then it is kind of random. The first kind of first come, first serve. Can I get all right, let's do mostly the same kind of stuff. Um, one does not count by size of well, 32. Offset the size of 32. Um, yeah. I see that it's indented, but it's not actually scoped, so it's weird. I want to treat it as it's scoped because otherwise things will feel broken. But I won't. Can't make me. 32. Let's get at and 0. This is after update buff. All of this is after update. Wait, but then everything should be 0. Everything should be zeroed out. 25, 30, 0. You know what? There are three. There's 1, 2, 3. What about the one that I'm in? It's probably like over there when it goes up and down. That value is cool. But I think there's something wrong with how this vec one is going. Um, I feel like I'm getting this properly. The indices here. I think make, forget how that works. I think if I put 0 there, it'll zero it out. And still out. I don't remember. Let's start. Uh, for and in indices and 0. If I do this and I do count is int just do int. Ooh, that's nice. That makes sense because I only see half of it at a time since I'm in the center. And now there's not a bunch of junk. See, I can't see 0 now. The 0 is put to the front. Let's go. Yeah, I shrunk it. But 0 is still in there. 0 is that first one over here. I mean, all the values, they look good. Uh, my bad. Let me go and check. Oh, it said 1 and there was junk. Okay, it doesn't include the one that I'm standing on. It doesn't necessarily. If okay, so this only happens when I move from one chunk to the next. But if there isn't another chunk to go to, i.e., I only see one chunk, then I won't include that chunk. I could just do the same thing. Here. So outside of the array, let's do that. Just because, so outside of the loop, sort of array, whatever, sort of old ID, I'm going to do 0. If 0 set equals 0, make it the oh, right, okay. So if it hasn't been set before, then we get the ID and add it to there. Okay. No, it's the current one, not necessarily 0. It's just because the okay. There we are. So not old ID, but chunk ID. Because yeah, when it goes against the wall, it needs to include that chunk. Oh, that's weird. Okay. That actually makes sense. If chunk ID is not equal to -1, That happened. Cool. Clearly not the value I'm looking for. Old ID. You're not going to be -1. So if I'm staring at a wall, still mad though. There's just 2 there and they look good. 11 and 29. Doesn't look like they would be that far out. Corner here, why would it be such a large value? I'm skeptical that these are valid values in the first place. 2 and 13. I want to be 0. Say 2. I just slam myself into the ball. Why does it say 2? Okay. But I think this is right. Just before the end, figure out which ID it came from. What could I do? Old ID. That'll color the walls. Yo! Wasn't doing that before. Anyways. 3. Where's the ball? 3. Um. Should just be 0. Putting the ID into index. It's fine. Let me get ID of chunks. Oh, world chunks 0.id. Chunks, maybe not chunks. What is it? Chunk data. Um, 0. See, that's what I was thinking. And yeah, that's what it shows on the with the colors as well. The walls being pink is funny. Okay, let's see, can I do that's cool. This is actually kind of cool. Junk. It's 44. Why on earth is that happening? It corresponds somehow. But where would it get? Let's go up here. Index set neighbors. It would be -1. Oh, I don't know why. Okay, here. Let's go. Okay, I'm printing. Let's print one more thing. Transmute, or actually, I have this over here. Is none? None. I'm using you, right? I believe so. Okay. You know, it does look the same. So I think it's like I'm somehow off by 1. I'm getting like the next chunk's neighbors. Hold up. So it's laid out. Yeah, set on one side and then neighbors on the other. So it's probably neighbors. So I gotta get one less. Hold up. Get back from buffer. Offset. Oh, 2 less. You are size. Can I do that? Yeah. Wait, those numbers aren't very inspiring. So I got rid of offset. Wait, get that from buffer. Let me go over these again. So we got pipeline, index, yeah, data into indices, cool, count. I got from there, cool. Size of, let's try the size of chunk type. Yeah. We'll do size equals that. Makes sense. Wait, doesn't it have offset? Because I'm getting it from here, which those guys, so it is offset, isn't it? Um, Two, 0, and 1 is very funny. Let's just give it here. Set and ID. Set. Yeah. Really set. How would... Okay, I think there's something off with this somehow being off by 1. I times size, I times stride. 0 to count. From offset. Oh, I do not have offset correct, do I? Offset is to the first. Okay. Um, so it's like plus offset of um chunk type dot index. Can I do that? That was giving me the impression I can't. Type. Okay. Trunk. So you go world dot. Okay, whatever. World chunk data. So, dot index. Uh, Literal 32. 1, 2, 3, 4. Successful one. I'm now in trial and error territory. Okay, 3. Five. What am I doing? Okay. Oh, so 3 plus 6. All right. Why is it sometimes like so much longer? What am I doing? This is looking really good. Zero and 2. Should be 0 and 1. I don't know where 1 is. Yeah, I don't know where 1 is. What? There are 2 zeros. Oh, that's unfortunate. How'd that happen? Okay. 2. It is 2. That's really weird. It's 0 now? But only. Oh no, that makes sense actually. Because I moved over there. Why are you 2 off the bat? Uh, Penned. I mean, it's initialized to 0. Also data, chunk data. Chunk. So ID end. This is a different end. I'm going through. Oh. Oh. Oh, gen neighbor and stuff. That's doing the other appends. Anyways, this should. Where is the one? I don't know why I did it this way. Since I have end, I could have just done uh, chunk.id and in this whole list, there is no one. I should just go to skips bunches of it. Why does it do that? There's oh yeah, continue. Oh, because I'm dealing with an oct tree. I'm, I mean, I think this is how I want it. I don't want it to. Okay, so it's not wrong. This is just telling me that I won't be able to predict the values in there necessarily. They are kind of random, but they do feel good. I mean, 43, 44, 45, yeah. So those guys should be pretty much right next to each other. Same thing. No, or apparently not. But I don't know. All right, well, let's see what happens if I stop trying to print and try to sort based off of these values. Oh, Can I sort off of these values? I don't think I can. Because it's complicated. Oh, there is a problem though. That is most definitely a problem. That is not supposed to happen at all. Um, I don't know how that's happening. 0 only appears here once. um, for each, let's see. I want to look over this logic again, just real quick. If it's set, multi-d is set. Ooh. 3D equals 0. So you're setting it to 1 in that sort of step. It's for old IT. It's the IT from index is kind of just thrown in there. Hmm. Fine. Yeah, that doesn't matter. This should be fine. I don't know. I might have to like call it a day. Yep. I don't know if we'll be able to figure it out today. I can think about it. Mayhaps. Yeah, whatever voxel be in his video is voxel B. I don't know. This one. Hmm. Whatever you did in this video, I have no idea how you made that work. Because he was saying stuff like he got it to work completely on the GPU side of things. So the CPU didn't have to do anything. So I don't know. Hmm. The problem is complicated because I have to like keep the chunks in there somehow. Is the thing. I need to keep the chunks in there somehow. Like remember all the old chunks that were in there? That's why I was trying to do the swap thing. Um, I did a swap thing over here. The first value that comes out of here isn't always the chunk that I'm in. Oh, how funny. Oh, I stopped printing it. Of course I did. Or is it? I guess it would be. Yeah. Uh, okay. But then the question is, how do I keep the old chunks? So what came from here called int equals, and I have to do uint. So I have to get that and put it somewhere. But I have to put it wherever. I have to put it where this guy was. Yeah, so when old end is larger than indices, that's fine. When old end and indices are the same, it's also fine. When old end is smaller than indices, also. Oh, hold up. When they're equal, it's not fine. Yeah, because so in index, it'll be 0 or chunk. I think it's 0. You'll get 0 out of that, but you'll put in ID into there, and then you'll just put 0 back in. What I could do is instead of, because I'm not overriding this, so I could do like indices. How do I get the size of like how many elements? How many chunks are there? Can I figure that out? I was gonna say I could just put it in backwards. Do like the number of chunks minus uh, indices. And that would most definitely work, right? Oh no, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. That wouldn't work at all. Um. Uh. How do I do that? Take what was in the indices. What's in? Oh, I wouldn't. Okay, so we're saying this is basically always 0. Um. Oh, I was thinking like a while ago when I was thinking about this, I had something else slightly different. There was an array. So instead of set, it was like where it could find its own index. So like in old ID, where it could find its own index. So instead of putting it to 1, I would set it to I would set it to indices. That actually works here. Set and just over here doesn't really matter because um, it's just 0. So where it can find its own index. if I don't remember. That's why I'm thinking I might just have to like call it a day for now. Or take a break, spend some time thinking about it. Because I did have some kind of solution that made sense in my mind. I don't remember exactly. So, uh, oh, we're somewhere else now. I'm gonna work on this, and then I'll just copy it over. Um, so I put indices in there. I could do if uh, indices set if val is not equal to 0. This doesn't quite work because oh, that's what that CMP one does, but I need like the opposite of the compare whatever atomic compare swap. And it would be like if it's no, that is what I want here. If it is equal to 0, then I set this. Okay, now I'm here. I understand now. So set equals 0. Yeah, this is basically always going to be 0. These indices is just whatever, like it's only like array. So then I get set instead. And if that is not equal to 0, because this is where I can find it. So I would want to start with this index value being equal to ID. for indices dot set old ID. This is where it's going, but this is where it's found. I don't know. Kind of just running with stuff how pieces fit together, but I don't remember how it worked. My point was that there was an array that, like, it always knew what it was. Because this kind of doesn't, if that makes any sense in the world at all. But yeah, an array that points to where its value can be found would be that. But I don't remember what exactly. I'm not entirely certain that this is what I was looking for. But it was something like this. Oh, I'm tired. But I made some progress. That figuring out that lock thing kind of just didn't work. And figuring out that I could do it this way does help. So I think I remember when I was imagining what if I got this to all be on the GPU. I don't know how that would work without, because there would be a second buffer that I'm moving the data from this buffer to, which is what's going on here. And the reason I wanted that lock thing was so that I could swap to and not be concerned about it. Like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it here. It's been an hour since the stream broke. Yeah, I can call it here. And I'll think about it. See if I can figure out what it's supposed to be. This is a complicated thing. I wish he did. Voxel explained it a little bit more in detail about how that worked at all. It's fine. All right, well, see ya.